Hey class, Absolute 5 here today. So today is going to be very basic, very nice and easy. We're talking about adding whole numbers. So when we talk about whole numbers, we're talking about the basic number line system. So when we're adding numbers, it's always good to add the numbers up based on their place values. Place values meaning you line them up based off their digits, for example, ones, tens, or for example, let's say I gave this example. If I gave you 12 plus 7, right? 12 plus 7 just means that I have to add in response to the placement of whatever the value is. This is 7, right? I can't just decide to add the 7 to the 1 because that would make it 82, which doesn't make any sense. You can't just do that. What you want to do is rewrite the problem vertically. This way you won't make that mistake if you're adding the numbers vertically versus horizontally. You then pretend there's this little line here that tells you what each place value indicates. So here, these are the ones, and then the second ones are the tens, and so forth and so on. So if you were to actually add this up, 12 plus 7 is simply 19. So it's better to do it this way rather than obviously this way. I mean, you can do it horizontally, just be very careful on how you add the numbers. I always recommend to place the numbers vertically so you can add up the digits carefully. This way you don't make a mistake. Now, you might wonder what happens though if I have an amount that's bigger than 10 or bigger than 7. Let's say I had, make that number bigger. Let's say I had 15 plus 9. What this tells you is you're going to add up again the 5 and the 9, which gives you what? 5 and 9 is 14. So you put the 4 here, but then what do you do with the 1? Do you put it here? No, you won't put the 1 there. You carry it over, and you'd add that. This is why you carry it over, because remember, this is the ones column. The ones place value. It can only contain numbers from 1 to 9. Or sorry, 0 to 9. 0 to 9, and then when it gets too big, you take that 1 and then you put it in the tens value. You see? So because of that, this becomes in the new tens section, 1 and 1 makes it 2, therefore 24 as your answer. So the idea of adding, this concept here, this little 1 here, this is what you call adding by carrying. Adding by carrying, it's basically whenever your place values are higher than 9, carrying is necessary. So just exactly what I showed in that example there. It brings the idea that you have to carry on the 1 over to the number, so this way you're able to do the calculations correctly. And now I know a lot of people would say, oh yeah, I know how to do this inside out. It's basic addition. Of course I know you know how to do that, but the idea is it's always to feel good to always do the very fundamentals and basics, so this way you're never going to second guess yourself when it comes to Let's say another problem. Let's say I gave you a different problem. A little harder. Let's say I gave 103.13. Also, sorry. I had 96 with 54, right? With these 3-digit numbers, you're still going to add like normal, but we're going to carry multiple times. So we have 3 and 6, that's 9. I'll just do it here. That's 9, and then you add 4 more. 9 and 4 is 13. Carry it over. 1 and 1 is 2, so 2 and 9, 11, and 11 and 5, 16. So then your answer is 263. Now, again, it's always good to practice the fundamentals. So that's basically the idea of what we're doing for today. So that's the lesson for you guys for today. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been Absolute 5. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, bell button, so you receive more content. And if you have any questions, be sure to leave me a comment down below or hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Right, I forgot the third one. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video, okay? So take care, and never forget, math is infinite because there are infinitely many possibilities. Take care.